Over to Reedsville, Eastern taking on Marietta. Fifth inning. Eastern down 7-2. Parker Durst lines a ball over third. That'll be a single. Now Caleb Abner cuts into the deficit with an RBI double into left field. Marietta now leads 7-3. Runner on third, Will Tornis lays down a bunt, and that won't be corralled by Eastern. Ball slippery, gets away, run comes across right in front of the catcher's face. He'll score. Looking to respond, Trey McGraze rips a ball that takes a hop and gets past the third baseman. Runners on the corners for the Eagles. McGraze now takes off for second. Throw skips into the outfield, and the runner can just jog on home. Easy does it. Marietta leads now 9-4. Top of the seventh, Carter Hutchinson lines a ball into left. Almost caught, but not held on to, as Marietta now has two runners on, and Jeremiah Lowry at the plate to give the Tigers some insurance with the RBI double, and Marietta goes on to win this one 11-6.